Today is day 5 and I have insane bloating. Insane. My stomach is distended. Like it it literally juts out like as if I were pregnant. It's really crazy. And it hurts. If I were to try to even like pull my stomach in, you wouldn't see it. If you touch it, like poke my stomach, and there's plenty of fat around it, it's not soft, it's hard. It's like I have a basketball under my shirt. I am so uncomfortable. That's just during the daytime. I'm so bloated. So finally they called me yesterday for the third day, day 4, third day after the procedure. I told them about the bloating and she said, okay, you can take Gastric. So I finally got Gastric today and Lord, hallelujah. Oh my God. I sing a symphony. I just took some on my way home from work just now and immediately I just started burping, and immediately like I felt the relief in my stomach. I felt like I was having to burp and the little burps were coming up, but they were just sort of coming up. No smell, by the way, no smell yet. So I hope that I have that throughout the time. I'm conscious always of washing my balloon when I eat something so that there's no residue kind of left on my balloon, that my balloon stays clean to me, because the foul odor that people describe as halitosis coming out of your breath after you have the balloon, or just like the deadly burps. It's actually because food is stuck to the balloon and it's rotting. It's not making its way down through your intestinal tract. It's just sitting there in the stomach acids on top of the balloon, just rotting. So you got to wash the balloon. The nutritionist had told me that one way to wash the balloon, to always call the PA, but one way to wash the balloon that they'll probably tell you is to take just a couple of swallows of Coke, and that'll clean it. I watched someone's video that they were taking kombucha, and that it had helped them kind of keep their tummy acid or whatever, I guess, regulated. I'm not sure, throughout the time they had the balloon. And I just thought, that's probably smart. And it's good for a bunch of reasons. The probiotics that are in it. It's another one of those, like, you're not supposed to drink effervescent things. You're not supposed to drink bubbly things. But a swig or two of this, I think, is a nice way to kind of wash the balloon without drinking a Coke and still get something that's positive liquid in your stomach versus a Coca-Cola. But that said, I'm angry today, and I'm angry because I got on the scale and I've gained weight. How is that possible? How is it possible that I barely eat anything and I gained weight? I lost 7 pounds in the first 2 days from basically not being able to eat or drink anything. I barely got, it took me 2 days to drink 1 cup of water because the heartburn was so bad. So the 7 pounds I lost, I guess, was just that, plus the liquid diet the day before. I am now, oh my God, I'm embarrassed to say this. I just weighed myself. So, okay, so here's where the numbers are. When I first started doing this recording, it was to have the balloon done a week earlier, and my weight then was 225. I ended up having to shift my date by a week to have the insertion a week later. In that week later, I guess I ate more. And so the original weight was 221. When I actually had the balloon put in that day, on the day I actually had the balloon put in, I was actually 225 that day. 2 days later, after the balloon was inserted, I was 218. Yay! Woo! Celebration! And I just got on the scale just now. I'm 220. 220, which puts me back almost to the original starting weight had I got the balloon done the week before. It makes me angry. It makes me frustrated. It makes me demoralized, because I thought these were the first 2 weeks were the weeks when you were supposed to see all the results. I thought this was the time where you see like the most, and it's the time after the first 2 weeks that you really have to work on like keeping the program and keeping the faith that it's going to come out. Well, keeping the program and doing the work. But in the first 2 weeks, it's supposed to fly off, right? Because it's such a change for your body. I don't know. I have for a while suspected that my metabolism is basically on zero or even negative, if that's possible. But this right here feels like it justifies it. How is it possible that I literally let me not say literally, I barely eat for days and I have gained weight back? Day 1 and 2 was literally only liquids. I barely got down vitamin water and regular water. Day 3, I think I drank some tea, mix it up. Day 4, I could finally drink liquids that were not clear, and I could eat liquids that were not clear. So I could start to slowly incorporate the hummus, the yogurt. I started drinking prune juice because I wanted to not give myself the constipation that I'd heard about. 2 swallows of prune juice in the morning. That seemed to work. And that's it. I had one cheat day where I ate some potato chips. I chewed the hell out of those chips to make sure that they didn't get stuck or even poke my balloon. I had gummy bears. But even when I look back at what I ate, that cheat day, it still was a small amount because I can't take in that much. I put in one of those websites where you put in everything you've eaten and you see like not just the calorie breakdown, not the calorie total, but the breakdown of fats, proteins, what you've eaten. Each time I did that, I'm under 1,000 calories. So how am I gaining weight? What am I doing wrong? I know I shouldn't have cheated. Shame on me. But even with the cheating, I'm still eating less than I did with the balloon. Do you know how much I ate when I had that balloon without the balloon? What I eat now in a day was a snack before the balloon. How am I So first, yesterday I was angry about plateauing, but I was like, I'm not going to do a video angry about plateauing because it's a plateau. It's day 4. Haven't even gotten through the first week. But to be on day 5 and to have gained, I'm so angry. And on top of that, I'm moving more. I'm walking more on my route to work and from work. I'm really angry. I'm angry particularly today too, because today was a rough day. Yesterday actually seemed better. I felt better. I still felt some of the acid reflux, heartburn-ish stuff. But I didn't have the nausea. I only had nausea on day 1. I didn't have nausea after that. I had the bloating, but it felt manageable. I had drunk prune juice that morning, so things were taken care of on the lower end of the gastric. I felt good. I went to work, albeit a half day, but I went to work and I made it through the day. But today, I woke up, like the pain woke me up out of my sleep, the heartburn pain. It's done that every night. I thought last night would be better because I was feeling better during the day yesterday. It was not, it was worse. This was almost the worst. Was it the worst heartburn pain or was it just as bad as the night of day 1? It was bad. It doesn't matter. It was bad. It woke me up multiple times. The final time it woke me up was like 3 a.m. and I couldn't go back to sleep. It was that painful. I couldn't sit up in a position that would stop it. I couldn't lean in a position that would stop it. I couldn't tilt in a position that would stop it. Trying to make myself burp didn't stop it. I couldn't sleep. So by the time it was time to get up and go to work, I couldn't. So I didn't go to work in the morning. I went in the afternoon. So another half day, but the entire day was miserable. I wish I could show you what I had on so you could see, but my stomach was distended. My stomach looked pregnant in the dress I had on today. I couldn't hold, it even changes the way that you move. I couldn't hold myself up properly. I kept getting heartburn at the desk. Like I kept like clutching my chest. It was like an episode of, what was that TV show where they had the junkyard and he'd be like, oh, Elizabeth, this the big one. I'm coming. It's the big. It was like that. Sanford and Son. Every time, I mean, multiple times. I'm not talking like once an hour. Every few minutes, it was happening to me all damn day today. I get to the end of the day, so I did go to work in the afternoon because stuff was happening at the job that I had to get done. There was something I had to do today that I couldn't do from home. So I was like, I got to just pull myself together and go in. I'm taking all the medications. I'm popping Tums left and right. I had not got the Gas-X yet. So today I was like, I'm absolutely getting the Gas-X. I thought we'd have it at work. We have this robust like kitchen and pharmacies kind of space in our office. And there was Alka-Seltzer tablets and I don't know if it was Peptid or Pepsid C, or they were pink. Maybe they were Pepto-Bismol tablets. I don't know. I was about to pop one, but I couldn't remember what the PA said. If she told me that I could take, because she told me I could take Gas-X or this other thing, and I couldn't remember what it was. And Alka-Seltzer or one of those is on the list of things I cannot take. Maybe it's Pepto-Bismol. I can't remember. I also have to say this. Maybe it's my stress thing, but like I'm getting brain foggy with this. Like it's too much happening to me inside my body. So I can't focus on stuff. I'm so distracted. Can't wait for this to be over because I'm so distracted with all this stuff happening inside me. So it was a weird day at work. On the way home, I finally got this and I took some just now and immediately I started burping. It was like if you drink a Coke, a fresh soda, and you just start, burping. But I'm angry. Like I've eaten nothing today. Today, especially because I was feeling so uncomfortable, I didn't eat a thing. I did eat a thing. I ate a cup of Jell-O in the morning because I was like, I got to get something together to like eat something. So when I get to work, I'm not going to be hungry. Then I didn't end up going to work because I just couldn't. I had a little half of a bit of yogurt thing. I didn't finish it and tossed it out at work. Small. I mean, that size. And maybe I ate half of it, tossed the rest out. I had a little bit of my clear protein drinks. They're like Kool-Aid, but they have 20 grams of protein in it. I drank, I couldn't even say half a cup of it this morning. And that was it. I was so uncomfortable. I didn't take anything else in. So how do I weigh more? How do I weigh 2 pounds more today? I'm so angry. It's disheartening. I really, really sincerely hope, like I'm going to start crying if this happens. I really hope that I am not going to be one of the failure stories with this balloon. I hope that this thing is going to actually work for me. But this is a terrible start. Where is the weight flying off of you? Where is that? When is that? When do I get there? Ugh!